Hello everyone and welcome to our winners bracket final match after all that technical difficulty. Alright, after all that technical difficulty, we are back in, guys. Thank you so much for staying around if you did, and welcome back to all those who came back. We're very sorry about that. For some reason, it took me about 15 minutes to restart the lobby. Alright, so we do have Tactical Frisbee versus Corvidae here. This is the winner brackets final. Whoever wins this moves on to the finals. Whoever loses moves on to the losers bracket finals for the chance to work their way back in to the finals. So this game isn't over yet, and looking at our lineups, we do have Saya, Shade, D-Day, Josh, Gaz, and Nesp for Tactical Frisbees here, and we have Rock, Wildman, PD, Lusty, and Fnatic coming out for Corvidae. Now, the map is going to be Chalet, and Corvidae, this is a best of one, guys. Last week this was a best of three, however this game is a best of one now, and it will be on Chalet, and Corvidae have picked the Wine Cellar and Snowmobile Garage, so the basements, for their first defense as their favored bomb site. And seeing how they're reinforcing here, we have the shield going up into Trench Wall, with Fnatic going to be reinforcing and placing a mirror onto the cellar wall there, eventually getting the mirror down. And usually, yeah, Corvidae usually put the mirror facing Blue Corridor here and the stairwell, rather than facing the Snowmobile Garage door. Rock is going to bandit it and then move on. Having a look at our operators, we do have Blackbeard, Havana, Jackal, Ash, and Buck coming out for Tactical Frisbee, while we do have Bandit, a Valkyrie, Smoke, Jaeger, and Mira coming out for Corvidae. So, let's see how Tactical Frisbees will try to attack this. They do find Wildman, who is in the bar right now, so that will go out that there is someone in the...
Hey.
Okay, sorry guys, I'm not sure what the hell that was about. Alright, so D-Day Josh does push into the bathroom along with Saya. They are looking for footprints right now. He sees nothing as he moves. Yes, he does find a footprint actually. He analyzes it and he finds Smoke and tags him out. Meanwhile, Lusty has been, Lusty did kill Shade, but he went down in reply.
I got you.
And Lusty is currently being repaired by Fnatic. He will pick him up, and now we have a 4-on-5 advantage as Saya goes down as well to Wildman there on that roam. He finds Gaz as well, but Gaz takes him out, and that is the roamer gone. It is now 3-on-4 as D-Day Josh is analyzing another set of footprints here, and he finds a Jaeger, who is downstairs right now. Oh, he's right below him. Is he going to drop? He's thinking about dropping right now. He sees another set of footprints. Jaeger is just there. He knows he is just there. And he takes him out from up top. And that is Lusty gone down. Gaz is in the main garage cellar with a minute 15 left. He is going to work his way back around. He has the diffuser. And Nesp is now on the back stairwell. So we do actually have Rock from above right now, who is up top. We'll have to see what he will do. We do have D-Day Josh on the stairwell. Who will win this duel? Let's find out. Yeah, Josh droning up. He doesn't see him, and he sits his drone there for one of the dead guys to watch over him, and they see him. The drone gets taken out, but they know exactly where Rock is at this point. Fnatic has taken out Gaz as well, so now we turn into a 2v3, sorry, as Nest takes a lot of damage. Rock puts out his smoke, but it doesn't quite kill Nesp as D-Day Josh does drop, and Rock hits him in the head as he drops down the hatch with the style points, and Rock is taken really low, and Fnatic will take out Nesp, and that is round number 1 heading over to Corvidae. Alright, as we move into round number 2, it will be Kitchen Trophy Defense coming out of Tactical Frisbee here, and they will have a Smoke, Pulse, Jaeger, Valkyrie, and a Bandit for their defense. Meanwhile, we do have Buck, Thermite, Glaz, Ash, and Habana coming out of Corvidae for their attack.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
As we set in, we'll have to see how Tactic Frisbee do plan on setting out their defense. They put the shield up to protect themselves from the drone health, and they fully reinforce and bandit the wall, the trophy wall, sorry. And Saya takes out at least one hatch and puts his barbed wires down as he puts a hole in the wall. And the second one, as I don't think he meant to do that, is he does reinforce it. And he'll continue taking on the shots. We have a half wall reinforced here as D-Day Josh will come finish it off. Meanwhile, the hatches do get picked up by, I think it was Nest and Gaz, as Gaz keeps throwing out his cameras. And we do hear drones getting their peaks off. We have no one currently sitting in trophy, which is very unusual. PD on this Glaz, we'll have to see what he plans on doing. Puts his flip side on his thermal scope, and he is going to peek through the... Ooh, he gets up on the rocks, so he is right now watching through the kitchen window. He does rotate instead, wastes no time there, says, okay, move on to the next thing. Takes out the first door, is going to be peeking into bar. Lusty as well, dropping in through bar side, going to be having a look through the top. They do drone someone downstairs. They know someone is downstairs. The drones are on them, and it is Nesp. Nesp is in a lot of hurt right now as he does get downed. Rock continues to ping him. Rusty will come around the corner and take the kill off Wildman, who did all the work. As that is the Aroma down. Meanwhile, D-Day Josh is upstairs. Shade gets taken out by PD there.
Mine deployed.
Through the drone hole. Oh, that is harsh. Gaz sitting on his drones. They do see Gaz. They ping him out as well that he is there. And they do tell him that he is still on his camera. Rusty walks straight in and cleans him up. And this is the dismantling. All of a sudden, Sayer is the last one left alive here on the trophy. In the trophy room, sorry. D-Day Josh is alive, but he is roaming. We'll have to see how he will come into action. Fnatic has the diffuser, and he is outside. Josh has dropped down into the gaming room from upstairs. We'll have to see what he can do in the back.
Bomb located by attackers.
As Wildman is putting up his drone on the couch, and he does see him. They do know he's there. Wildman tries to peek him. D-Day Josh takes him out. Meanwhile, Rock did take out Sayer. The diffuser has gone down as well. There's just too many people there, and Fnatic will clean up D-Day Josh as he drops down the hatch, trying to pull out his inner Rock here. Trying to imitate Rock's awesome move from the first round. I'm sorry, Fnatic, if you're the second one to do it, it's not as cool. And Corvidae do take the 2-0 lead on this map in the winners bracket final. And they will now take the kitchen and trophy room as their unfavored bomb site, as they did successfully win the basement before. And we do have a Bandit, Valkyrie, Smoke, Jaeger, and Mirror coming out for Corvidae. While on Tactical Frisbee side, we do currently have a Buck, Ash, Jackal, Habana, and a Fuse coming out for Nesp. A Fuse is very interesting. We'll have to see how the Fuse will come into play at this point. He may be able to get some... He may be able to get some pretty good kills through the top floor.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
However, Corvidae do run a very roam heavy, strat, and they're very quick to reinforce each other. If a fuse comes down above them, they will be out of dodge before you can even say it, and probably behind you. So we do see some fairly standard reinforcements coming out for Corvidae. We see the full wall of the kitchen get reinforced. We have the trophy room reinforced and bandited by Rock. The barbed wire goes down in its usual spots in the corner there. However, they haven't yet taken out the hatch. I suspect Mirror might be doing that soon enough.
10 seconds.
As yep, there goes the first hatch. And as for upstairs, they have both hatches reinforced and nothing else. As we drop back down, we do see Fnatic reinforcing the last two walls, or at least one. He puts down a mirror facing kitchen here. This is an interesting mirror. Probably used to deal with anyone on the kitchen window. He does finally hop out that hatch, as no one is yet taking down the hatch in the corner there. As Fnatic does finally move in, places his mirror on the last trophy wall. Shade pushing in, draining in, sorry, through the snowmobile garage, making sure he can find these roamers. D-Day Josh currently up on the rocks, will push into the, what looks like up into the offices via the ladder, or maybe he'll drop down the trench. Now, he's looking for Valkyrie cams at the moment. Just looking very carefully over these trees. Cannot see anything. Gaz takes out the hatch. Meanwhile, Shade has dealt with Rock very quickly. On the, from the basement, Wildman now rotating down to try and deal with Shade. No, he does decide to back out. PD is currently in the kitchen as well. Currently looking up through the hatch. Lusty is taking out Shade. That is the Ash gone. Nest looking to peek through, not finding anything. PD sticking out of the way of these fuses in the trophy room where it is safe. Peeks just into the kitchen and is going to hold a very tight angle onto Nest here. Wildman is back in the dining room, looking to get more peeks. GD Josh is up the top. We do have Lusty downstairs currently as well. Takes out a drone on the basement. So now they will know someone is in the basement. If Shade was watching the drone, yeah, DD Josh has rotated down. He knows exactly where he is. Tries to pre-fire him, but doesn't hit anything. He's got the drum mag to go for him. And did he down him? No. Lusty is still alive. The drop shot takes out DD Josh, although he takes most of his health. Away from him. In reply, it is now a 3v4 here, as Sayer is exceptionally low and is droning out as well. His drone gets taken out. He did see one in the kitchen. Nest was taking out Wildman though, so all of a sudden it's a 3v3. However, the health advantage still lies with Corvidae. But a headshot can turn tides here. And the biggest thing is we still have Lusty in the basement to deal with. PD still in this trophy room, trying to shoot Sayer through the wall. Trying to avoid him, sorry, should I say. Fnatic in trophy. Just playing safe. Going to be the last line of defense. Truly the anchor Fnatic is. Lusty just going to be holding this basement, making sure people don't come through. PD takes out Gaz. It is now a 2-on-3 here, as Ness and Sayer are both heavily damaged. They have about 30 seconds left, and the diffuser is on the ground. However, Smoke has still got 2 of his charges. He is just going to systematically place them, as he does pop it. And Ness either needs to shoot him up here, to deal with him and push in. 15 seconds left. The final smoke goes down and it's going to kill Ness if he doesn't get out of dodge. Ness dies to Lusty in the back, and now it is all up to Sayer on just a slither of health. 3 seconds left. He jumps in and Fnatic will drop shot him for the win in round 3 here. Corvidae styling on tactical Frisbee here as he tried to knife him. But the drop shot does eventually clean him out with the hip fire. On his 1 health will clean him out. Now, 3-0 up to Corvidae. Tactical Frisbees have a lot of work ahead of them if they do wish to come back to win. And they are going to take the kitchen trophy room again, not looking to change out their bomb site in any way. And we do have Smoke Bandit, Jaeger Valkyrie, and a Rook coming out of Tactical Frisbees. Meanwhile, on Corvidae's side, we do have Buck, Jackal, Glaz, Ash, and Hibana for the attack. We'll have to see how
attackers need to locate and
we'll have to see how Tactical Frisbees will adapt, what they will do differently to try and get ahead of Corvidae. I would almost want to see DD Josh do more peeks onto that cliffside spawn like he did last time against Aftermind. I think that would be very useful for them to take out a kill straight away. Corvidae, of course, all their players are exceptionally kill capable. So if you can take any one of them out early, is an advantage for you. A big advantage for you, bigger than getting a pick on another team, as all Corvidae members are exceptionally kill capable. As the reinforcements again stay exactly the same out of Tactical Frisbees. Even they get the hatches, nothing else up top. DD Josh looking to try and get a peek here. What will he get? Fnatic is the only one who spawned up by campfire, and he's going the wrong way down the cliffside. DD Josh does look to get out of there. Ness did look like he spawn picked and has been taken down to about half health. Ness now in the wrong side. Gaz throws out his C4, pre-plants it. We'll have to see how he will do. Ness takes even more shots through the drone hole. Needs to be very careful about that. Goes back on his cameras to see what he can find. Fnatic shooting the wall through the hatch. They have tagged someone out. I think it's DD Josh. He is back on a half health and he runs back away. DD Josh playing the roam again very nicely. Lusty is looking to peek this, and so is DD Josh. They pre-fire each other and DD Josh misses, takes Lusty's health really low, but Lusty in the end is the one who gets him, and he is the one who lives. But that is the roamer being taken care of now. And now they have full control of the map. But meanwhile, Gaz has dropped into the basement, as well as Shade. Shade looking to take shots. He kills Lusty, but takes most of his health in reply. Rock's still following him with this drone. Shade finally takes it out. Wildman looking to ping in here. As Wildman gets taken out between the crossfire between Shade and Gaz. Fnatic pushes onto Shade and downs him before finally taking him out, and he will walk back up. Rock is taking out Gaz. It is now a 2-on-3 with a very action-packed minute just past us. And all of a sudden, Ness and Saya find themselves alone versus Rock, PD, and Fnatic. We'll have to see how Corvidae will plan on pushing this with their numbers advantage. PD is going to drone through the drone hole here. He will find Nest in the corner, will not ping it, knows exactly where he is though, and will call it out to the rest of the team. He sees that they're on his camera though, and they do find the Valk cam and take it out. Fnatic does push his flashbangs through, and a smoke grenade comes out of PD. Meanwhile, Rock is going to go around to the kitchen window, I believe, or maybe even the trophy. Yeah, kitchen window, he shoots it out, but keeps moving on. Saya pops a smoke grenade here, and Ness falls back, but he does get taken out by PD through the smoke. There's a nice little headshot, and it's all down to Saya at this point. He pops his second smoke grenade, and he is feeling exceptionally vulnerable against 3 people. They have Fnatic droning out for him. He gets droned out, and he gets spotted. He does pop into the side. And they do pre-fire him. He takes half his health. He's feeling very uncomfortable right now. He finds Fnatic, deals it, and looks behind him. Knows Rock's coming, but Rock manages to take him out. He was in the middle of swapping his weapons around. And that is round number 4 going over to Corvidae. Corvidae now on match point. Looking to go straight through to the finals here, undefeated. Without having to drop down into that loser's bracket. Tactical Frisbees need to pull something out here. They need to do something special, and they need to do something spectacular. Nesp has taken Twitch. This is an adaptation we haven't seen yet out of them. Meanwhile, on Corvidae's side, they are defending the wine cellar and snowmobile garage there. And they do have Bandit, Valkyrie, Smoke Jaeger, and Mira for the defense, while we do have Blackbeard, Ash, Buck, Cabana, and Twitch coming out for Tactical Frisbees for the attack.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Yeah, Tactical Frisbees need to do something because they need to take Corvidae here. They need to win the next 4 rounds if they wish to win this game. And they need to take Corvidae into overtime at this point. And Corvidae just need to keep their cool, calm, collect heads together for another round. As Lusty and PD sort of argue over who's reinforcing what there. Finally, they get it. Fnatic. We revisit Wall versus Mirror, round 2. Fnatic even going so far as to melee the
10
wall.
seconds left.
As that shotgun really sucks at destroying walls. I think Fnatic did win that one though, as it is a smaller hole. There you go, guys. Fnatic better at destroying environments than Noob from AU.
Locate a bomb and defuse it.
Meanwhile, we see
drop the bomb diffuser.
we see Ash trying to peek through into the upstairs section here. Probably going into the bathroom, I think, will be how he will go. He will sit in his corner and go onto his drone. Meanwhile, Saya taking a couple of pot shots as Blackbeard through the kitchen window there. Shade trying to open up a window. Very unsuccessfully, might I add.
Deploying drone.
Or maybe just trying to make a peek hole for himself. Not exactly sure what he wants out of this. D-Day Josh is droning out the top floor. He will call that it is clear. As he moves on, he will find the Lusty, actually it is, sitting on top of the flower bed. So Shade will go back to fighting with Lusty in this flower bed, as Nesp now is up in the office, goes back onto his drone, and will continue droning out to see what he can find, taking it very slowly, methodically pushing their way through. We have Gaz in kitchen trophy at the moment. We have D-Day Josh up into the master bedroom, moving into the hallway. The camera has already been taken out, so nothing to do there. Just trying to be very careful, looking to see who he can find. Let's see if we can find where these roamers are. I do believe they've all pushed back onto site. PD currently holding the blue stairwell. Lusty does take out the Twitch drone, as it did take out all the Jaegers there. And the Hibana charge does go off. They know where Lusty is sitting at this point. As they do take out the hatch. Shade is hit up wild, man. As that is all the Hibana charges going off onto the wall there by Lusty. They need to do with Lusty before they take out the before they shoot another Hibana in. Lusty needs to be very careful as well not to take out his own ADS there, as he is watching for Saya. Fnatic watching for Saya as well through this door. He's got a one hole here. He can consistently keep peeking him, and Nest will find him. I don't think he might have taken out the drone there actually. Trying to pre-fire onto Saya. Saya feeling very uncomfortable, however, he does have the diffuser. They continue to keep pushing this side. Lusty trying to take out Shade through the floor. Saya does peek around. They're not hitting anything though. Fnatic does piece out as he did take half his health. Finally, the wall next to Lusty does get broken through by Habana, and he will try and peek in. Meanwhile, Nespa's been taken down, and PD will take out that kill with the shot. Shade does take out Lusty. Fnatic trades back onto Gaz though. And we have PD versus D-Day Josh here. Battle of the shotguns. PD takes him out. And it is now a 2-on-3. A very familiar spot for Rock behind the in the tunnel, takes him out. Saya does manage to down Fnatic. He does need to go after the kills. However, Rock will finalize it, and that is game. Going over to Corvidae there. A 5-0 winning for Corvidae. That is exactly what we're used to out of them. Looking through the scores, we have Shade on 5, Gaz on 1, Nesp on 1, D-Day and Josh on 2, and Saya on the double donut. Meanwhile, we have PD on 5, Fnatic on 6, Rock on 6, Lusty on 7, and Wildman on 1. Alright guys, I want to thank you very much for watching this game. We'll have another game soon. And yeah, tune back in. We still have the third place, I think, to play in the losers bracket, and then the absolute finals to go from there. Corvidae have a bit of a wait now in the finals bracket on their own, and we'll see you guys shortly. Thank you very much for watching.
Leaving you alone until you find your way back home. Night is cold, but your heart's colder. I will wait for you. The glitch in your eyes pulled me under.